hate this school.
Oh no, Garnet, he's got fire bars.
Do you have fire resistance? Because you're probably dead after that one.
Let's say Mia Hethil, because he's right in the middle of 3-player characters. So, you know, him in particular.
I take it the burning didn't kill it.
Yeah, roll 1d10, but it's fire resistant, so. Bonk.
Where is Mr. Reaction with a ward guy?
He used it. That shit's gone.
Oh, gone for
Bonk.
forever?
Well, until his next long range. A long rest.
La 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 la. La la la.
Don't need no wards. We're dealing with these fucking idiots.
That should be one of your sub sounds on your channel.
It should be. It really should be.
Well, so much for my terrifying monster. Guess I'll just, you know, die.
Pulls pin, throws pin.
You're underneath, you know, wrench, screwdriver, acetylene torch, and you manage to disconnect. Now you're gonna have to get it over all these traps and pits and stuff. But on the other hand, you have a flying barbarian.
You have a flying.
Yep, flying barbarian. Oh, that's exactly how we're going to implement the ballista, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I thought you were gonna attach it to the ship, but no.
No.
I am this ship, baby.
Oh yeah.
Airstrike. Yeah, you tricked me.
We're going to roll into Avernus, and we're not going to actually have any kind of, like, doom buggy. We're all going to be riding on top of just Crozet floating around riding a ballista.
How did you get a blip? No, it's just a flying dwarf.
Fly me close up. I want to hit them with my sword.
Who are we?
The companions of the Crimson Chain. All right. Alex melts away and vanishes. Replaced by Cyrus.
In handcuffs?
Yes. Yes.
He...
Except that his eyes are wrong. They are filled with piercing blue light.
Oh damn, this room is about to get good.
got blue eyes too. Wait down. Are you guys dating? Are you guys a thing?
Mason doesn't respond.
Time and place, Garnet.
Wait, is Francisco saying that?
Yes.
I mean, a maze is quite a romantic date. Right?
Mason, you saved her. Oh, see, like Mason's the one who did all the work. These are like his dogs, and he let us here, and he really was so worried. And we fought this big thing earlier, and Mason was just so cool.
Oh my God, the vouch.
Thank you for the lampo.
Roll to vouch, persuasion or deception, your choice.
Mason will try to say some of those things are true.
Waves the crypto boy's body. This one yours?
I'm Fiat.
Yeah, this is the crypto boy.
Yes, that one's ours. You can just go ahead and leave him there.
Oh, okay. Drops him.
Also, disclaimer, chat. Also, not dead.
So do I see both Crystal Pirate and Artificer?
Yes, and 4 ninjas.
Which one of you two is more important? Or who's the boss?
Hey, who's the biggest bully at school? Which one of you is it?
Crystal Pirate like floats.
Into my secret base.
He's standing on this like little crystal thing, and he's just floating there, looking at you with all these colorful crystals floating around him.
I guess I'm the majority share owner, so that would be me.
All right, I attack whoever said that. Who said that?
About eating a mushroom? It's getting really hard to hear you.
I'm gonna take the last bit
of the alcohol that Violetta handed me, and I'm just gonna splash John in the face.
All right.
Oh, that get in your eyes? Oh.
John
Well-
falls to his feet and starts crying.
No.
Well, that. I think I preferred the dancing.
Lemon Kiwi, I noticed something freaking ridiculous about Una.
What?
Under the familiar section, it talks about how, while the two of you are bonded, you can sense what it senses as long as you're within a mile of each other, right?
Right.
When Una's within 10 feet of you, you gain the benefits of magic resistance. You have advantage on all saving throws against spells and magical effects whenever Una's within 10 feet of you.
Oh, that's broken.
1 year later! Reading comprehension 20-inch, by the way.
Contrary to popular opinion, I am not dead, and this is Coriander Society Adventures, Pyre Space / Penumbra. In alignment with popular opinion, I am tormented by gnomes, and I am joined today by Drozy and LaFawn. Drozy, how you doing?
Hello, doing good. Getting outside,
Excellent.
even though it's very warm.
Yeah, it's profoundly unpleasant outside. The day star, we hates it. I walked outside for more than 5 minutes and didn't burn. Please clap. LaFawn, what's going on with you?
I walked outside for 5 minutes and did burn, actually.
My
that's how hot
condolences.
it is here.
Ugh.
And contrary, I guess in line with popular belief, not contrary to it, I don't sunburn easily. So that gives you an idea of what the weather's like.
It's like, was that a
Cannot
sunburn?
relate.
Or was it just a burn? Like, did you just, heat burns? Which was that?
Yeah. I mean, at some point, actually, it was so hot today that so I went to open the doorknob, which is made of brass. From the inside, the AC is on. It's nice and cool to the touch. I then used the same hand to close the door from the outside. Big mistake.
Owie.
There is a blister on my finger from
closing
Oh no!
Oh no!
So hot because it happened to be in direct line of the sun as well, so it hadn't had any shade to cool off at all, and it was hot enough to cause burns.
Have you heard the crystal ball thing?
No,
I don't remember. Yeah. I don't remember if it was a Tumblr thing or what. Some account of somebody who goes into like a magic mysticism store, and there's a cool orb there that they buy, and the person in the shop says, "All right, that's fine. Just remember, whenever it's out, don't leave it uncovered. Always put a cloth or something over it whenever you leave it." And they're like, "Why? Is it going to attract spirits or like negative energy?" They say, "No, the sunlight will hit it just right, and it'll focus a beam and light something on fire."
There was
I love that so much.
The building in London.
It's like this is a thing that happens in real life when engineers don't pay attention to the building in London.
Do you know about that one, Josie?
Is it the windows or the reflection?
It's curved. It's a curved building, office building, so it's covered in glass. And so, like, during the day, there's a death laser that melts plastic things in cars, just like.
Did they fix it?
I think they did. I think they did because I heard about this years ago. And if the death laser was still active, I feel like, it it would have
It'd be a
reappeared.
constant.
At
It'd be
least
a
one of the
constant
listicle
meme.
articles would have like brought it up again and
Yeah.
spat itself out onto my phone.
And for
You're
like,
in London. Don't park here.
yeah, the thing is, it's London too, a place not normally known for its excessive
days.
sunshine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Amazing.
This was 2015.
Amazing.
Which for all of those keeping track at home was 10 years ago.
Oh no! Why would you say such nasty things? Why do you hate us?
The sun, it burns. No, it's the comment, in fact, that does.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, next year
Did
would be
I
my.
set up myself for that mean joke just to have that one-liner? Yes, I did. And no, I will not be taking criticism.
I will not be taking comments at this time. My 20-year high school anniversary is next year.
no!
Yeah, Liz.
I
Yeah.
do not like. God. One of those, I don't think I would attend a high school reunion.
Absolutely not. I'm not going back there. Are you kidding me? Oh, all right. Well,
You can
when
time
last-
travel.
if I had time travel, I have a list, and there's 3 names on my list: Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria.
Going far back.
Mhm. It depends on how long you have the time machine. Like, can you say, okay, I'm going to go back to this point and make a change and then see how history goes? No, that wasn't enough. We're going back here and we're going to change this and then reset the timeline from there. Nope, that wasn't far enough. Okay, we're killing Hitler. We're just going to go all the way back and kill Hitler and we'll see how we go from there.
But do you kill baby Hitler or do you, like, how much of a chance do you give them?
Mhm. Well, that's a complicated conversation because, it's not like he did that in a vacuum, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you really do is you do the last episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. You go back and you prevent the primordial soup from abiogenesis and the planet never develops life and all of our problems are solved.
Can't have any problems if there are no problems.
Exactly. You think the moon has problems? If the moon gets hit by a huge rock and explodes, the moon doesn't care.
True.
Yeah. That's a squishy organic life problem. Speaking of squishy organic life, when last we left our heroes, they have traveled a long journey from their homeworld of Oscus under the false utopian control of the celestial heroes, through the very circles of hell, through the fires and plagues of Avernus, to the multiverse and all of its wonders and horrors. Here, in Pyre Space, a system where spelljamming was independently discovered and where 10,000 years ago, refugees fleeing a dimensional crisis brought advanced technology with them. Technology that one day the Illithids would find in deep space and follow back to this world. Our heroes are now dealing with the consequences of these things that happened so long ago. The Illithids control the outermost planet of Pyre Space, the Forge. Once home to the warring orcs and dwarves, now both of them are united in resistance to their Mind Flayer overlords. The Mind Flayers seek the technology of the ancients, which our heroes know to be the high-tech abilities of Lacunus and the Lacunian civilizations. In order to accomplish this, they have given the Drow who were imprisoned on the Spider Moon access to spelljammers and set them loose. They have sent out spies. They have tried many, many different things, and none of those have worked, which leads them to their most recent endeavor: build a gigantic armada and invade everybody with mind control. It sounds like a reasonable plan A, but it actually takes a lot of time, energy, and resources. So they tried to do other things, didn't work. Now they're building a gigantic armada. Our heroes intend to stop them by traveling to the long-lost Mind Flayer capital back when they had an interstellar empire, an artificial world called Penumbra. Penumbra is 80,000 light years away. Without the magic or technology to reach it, our heroes have had to make an alliance and an arranged marriage between members of different universes, both of these worlds that are caught up in this conflict, the source of the technology and the source of the magic that has caused the Illithids to target Pyrespace. Working together, they have created the most advanced starship in any known history. Granted, there's a few worlds that you haven't been to yet, so like there's some wiggle room there, but from locally understood, this is the most advanced ship in history. Combining magic and technology and huge resource expenditures and crew from several different civilizations, all working together. The ship is approaching final preparedness. It is undergoing its pre-launch checks and tests. However, it is not fully functional because it requires an incredibly rare and exotic substance that can't be brought through dimensional portals, void crystals, that can only be harvested from the event horizon of a black hole, which is, of course, nonsense. Nothing can survive that, but magic allows you to do nonsense. And so our heroes have a faster than light drive, but it's not fast enough to get them to Penumbra and back before the invasion begins. Oh, also, I completely forgot to mention they're looking for a magical an artifact that blows up mind flayers, basically. That's why they're going there. So, their first mission in this ship, as captains of this joint task force between these different civilizations, is to travel to a black hole, the nearest black hole that they have been able to locate, and somehow collect these void crystals using knowledge from yet a completely different dimension, use them to power the dark matter drive inside this ship, and then travel across the galaxy to Penumbra. And that's about as succinct as this is going to get. So, you are on the forest world of Perianth, home to the powerful and majestic elven civilization. Even now, orbital platforms powered by the artificial intelligence Exarch are starting to be assembled as this deal between different worlds is coming together. You have had the opportunity to avail yourself of the powerful technology of Lacunas, and on this world, you have been purchasing as much magic as money can buy that you have in order to prepare yourself for a journey that is going to take weeks, where you will be delving into the unknown, far from any of your support networks, and only able to make do with what you have. We did a lot of shopping last episode. Do you have any more? Did we leave any of it undone?
So the finalization of the shield, I chose Collapse as the variant for myself, which I believe is anytime damage goes through the shield, breaks the shield, carryover damage is nullified as long as it is does not exceed the amount that collapse.
If your shield had 1 hit point and you take 11 points of damage, it doesn't work. But if your shield had 20 hit points and you take 33 points of damage, it does work.
It would be up to like what? 49, right?
Yeah, well, it depends on how much the shield has
39,
left.
39, not 49. 39.
Yeah.
In that scenario.
In that specific scenario, yes.
Yes.
So you have a personal shield, which is crazy good. Drozy, you bought a shield too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I wanted to include health on it.
Okay. I sent you all of those price tags. You should be able to modify the cost of it.
I believe Collapse doesn't have any extra modifier on it, if my memory is correct. Yeah, multiplier is 0.
That is correct. Please do not. Yeah, please adjust that by nothing.
Which one is yours, Drozy? Plus 20%. Okay.
Yeah, plus 20%.
All right.
And who the hell wrote down how much that cost? Because my knowledge is scattered between a million different places. Because writing things down is for schmucks.
Yeah, I believe it was 80,000.
I think it was less than that.
No, it was 40,000. It was 40,000.
Yeah, I was going to say you couldn't afford 2 at 80,000.
Yeah, it was 40,000 because we paid half and half gold, half. So 40,000, 20% of 40,000.
Okay, so 48.
48. Okay, and then I used 20,000 from the credits, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so
let me check because I have that. So we have in that so less the amount that was paid. So basically, the expense account paid for the shields are paid for. The modifier is the one that needs to be paid for on top of that. There is 60K left in it.
Okay, and so I would take 20,000 from my personal gold.
It's not 20,000 because gold is like what? It's 1 to 10, I think.
Of the credits, let me look that up.
Because it's not exactly. It's not 1 to 1. It's 1 to it.
Oh, okay.
Well, yes. To 1 gold piece is 10 Lacunian credits.
So yeah, 1 to 10. Well, I guess in this case 10 to 1, but
So, oh my god, math.
Knock
So
off a
it would
0.
be 200. 200. Okay. Wow. 38. I buy health potion.
And then for sale, I have a Rod of the Pat Keeper +2
Mhm.
and the animated shield. That's what I sent with. I went back and found the research and found the. I went through a lot of footage to find it.
Do you need that money before you leave?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, great. Then he'll just take it on consignment and try to get you the best possible deal.
We
Otherwise,
also
you'd
have
have
a
to.
+2 rapier somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Like I don't know who has it.
Right.
Oh yeah, I don't remember if I did.
'Cause the only one amongst of the two of us who can use it is you, but I don't think you took it.
Yeah,
thought
because
you
I already
did.
had like a. I already have like a
Smurf dagger?
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's on your character sheet.
Oh yeah, I don't
It's
need
just
that.
way near the bottom.
I don't need that. We can put that up for sale.
Yeah, because you also so you took the Cloak of the Bat and the +2 rapier.
Yeah, let's just put up the rapier for sale on consignment.
Okay. LaFont, can you add that to your list of consigned items, please?
For sure, yeah.
Wunderbar.
How does one? Oh, did you already remove it? Perfect.
I did not. I did not
Where'd
touch
it go? Oh, how do I remove it from my
Remove it from your inventory, not from your attacks. If you remove it from your attacks, it'll stay in your inventory. So scroll down to your inventory.
Oh, yes.
Find it there. Click the lock. Click the button, and it will get blanked. Also, don't forget your Cloak of Displacement. That's crazy good. That's that's so good. Everyone has disadvantage to hit you until they hit you.
Where is my Cloak of Displacement?
It's on your it's above the rapier. And again, you want to click the little lock icon, and then that gives you the delete button.
Lock. Oh, lock. I see. Yes.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you delete things.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, that's how that works. Okay.
Every day.
My Cloak of Displacement is set already, right?
It's on. I'm just saying, don't forget that you have it. Like, if I shoot at you,
okay.
remember you have it.
Okay.
Because it's very good.
Shout out to the other resources to keep track of the shield now.
Yes. Yes. All right. What else do you have? What else do you want to do before you leave? Keeping in mind that once you're gone, you will be gone for a very long time, and your only reliable connections will be the sending stone pairings that you have and your supernatural telephones.
There's no time like the present, I think. And time is of the essence, and I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that we need immediately. So
yeah, same.
Trusting in the preparation we've done.
Well, any inspiration that chat gives you that you accumulate, you may store up for flashbacks to say, I totally did this before we leave. So spend it wisely. Prince Casimir is here on Perianth, courting the Princess Adthea, or being courted by the Princess Adthea. They visited his home city on Lacunis, Voskdomoy, and now they're seeing the wonders of the Elvish kingdom. That means that the head of state of the Voski and of Perianth are here to send you off as the ship is finally complete. It's a long-range exploration vessel with tons and tons of different magical and technological capabilities, but many of the magical capabilities will not be powered until you have a void crystal. And so the expedition will be launched with a great deal of pomp and ceremony, as befits. This is the first time for 10,000 years that Pyre Space has ventured out beyond the solar limit of its own system. Last time they brought about a terrible threat. This time, you are the terrible threat. And
I'm going to, as the pomp and ceremony goes underway, I'm going to like whisper to Medwithin, we're not even from Pyre Space. they're they're putting a lot on. There's a lot of credit being claimed for Pyre Space when really. Anyway,
even back then, it was Lacunian more than Pyre Space. But in that way, this venture does represent the past.
History doesn't repeat itself, but it sure does rhyme.
Mm-hmm. And PR isn't going to make itself so.
This is absolutely said, like, as an aside, well beyond anyone else.
A beautiful bottle of elvish wine is hurled against the side of the ship. The AI core is powered up and online. All hands are standing by, and the vessel can depart. You can do your final inspection procedures, anything else that you need to do on board before you leave. Keeping in mind that you have a hover car. Well, I guess, yeah, that's a wheeled vehicle. You have a flying vehicle. Lots of storage. And I told you already that you're not responsible for picking out, making sure that everyone brought enough hamburgers or whatever. Like, the various people associated with the project have stocked you up with necessary supplies, equipment, tools, etc. for the journey. Not necessarily anything specific or exotic, but almost anything they can think of that you would need for a several-week-long journey. Your entire crew is standing by to join you as well. The Lacunians and the Voski, or the Lacunians and the Pyre Space natives. Captain Domnica Elena is annoyed with you for taking like half of her crew for so long, but she's never wanted, like, this is such an adventure. She would never say no to letting them do that. She does, however, yell at you and tell you that if you don't bring them back alive, she'll kill you herself.
I'll shake her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, if they're dead, we're deader. So let's hope we don't get to that point.
And where should I expect to find your souls then? I'll come calling.
Hell?
Say no more.
Actually, no, that's a good point. If we're in hell, we might need help getting out, and then you can kill us again. It's a long story. We won't get into it.
Look, if you are dead and you go to hell, I'm going to go there and kill you again. If you're not dead and you're in hell and my crew is dead, I will come find you, I will save you, and then I will kill you.
Reasonable.
It's really nice of her to save us first, though.
Hell's no place to die.
Even she has standards on revenge.
to be fair, if we die, go to hell, we're going to be drafted into the eternal war. So
yeah, exactly. So like, good luck picking you out of all the various lemures and such.
I feel like we'd be great picks. Like, I feel like if we were in hell and drafted to the eternal
I feel
war,
like we would be
feel
wasted as foot soldiers. I agree.
Yeah, like I don't feel like it'd be softball where we'd be worried about being picked last. Like,
You might already be at the point where you wouldn't just become larvae. You wouldn't just become, mindless drones in the war. You might actually be like,
maybe like a hell war pencil pusher.
no. Although we could get you for R&D,
well, not
Yasmin,
me.
Yeah, Yasmin could definitely be
Yasmin.
R&D. Or frontline. That's the thing. There's a lot of options.
Not an option we want to explore.
And they could put you in the propaganda department. honestly,
Ooh,
Delirious.
I could.
Recruitment at an
that
all-time high.
that guy who plays the guitar in Mad Max.
Mm-hmm.
Be one of those, but with bagpipes mounted on a giant hell vehicle.
You can be the Unipiper, but in hell.
Honestly, I heard that guy's a little annoying.
He rides a unicycle and plays the bagpipes.
And also heard, by way of mutual acquaintance, that he's not a very good player either.
Oh no. Oh no. He's had some bad feedback, huh? It's a pity I don't know any
My sources tell me.
I don't know any prize-winning competition bagpipers. All right. You know almost everybody from the Pyrespace side of the crew. With the exception of Arendil, spelled with an A-E and a Y, so legally distinct from the Mariner Arendil, who is a face-worn paladin. This was Adthea's pick for your mission. Powerful fighter, good connection to nature, normally part of the Royal Guard, now representing the Court of Florus in space. As for the Vosky side of things, Miros, I think you encountered during the bombing incident, if I recall.
Yeah, we got him
correctly.
promoted, and then
double
promoted
to space,
and then decided to take him on a potential death mission.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, at least he's not like the guy you put in the guy we took from Ascus into Pyrespace and like brainwashed him into like he's still a square, but like, you know.
Shield guy.
Yeah. He's so I can't believe I remembered him. I don't remember his name. I don't want to remember his name. I'm not trying to remember his name. The fact that I remembered he existed at all is truly shocking to me.
He's the guy who we have a running joke in our Descent into Avernus campaign. They had an NPC accompanying them who I always forgot about. And he'd just be, yep, been here the whole time.
I would actually, before we take off, I'm going to send a message to him. I'm not thinking about you. I hope you stub your toe tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, that's not very saintly of you.
Yeah, actually, how
Correct.
is he doing? Is he like kind of sort of letting go of his weird piousness?
It's going to take a little bit longer. You had the advantage of already being innately inclined towards corruption, which really helped a lot.
I should have induced heresy in him. That would have been.
There you go.
That would have been the better choice.
Get the ball rolling on that.
You need to lighten up. I inject your soul with sin.
Nah, that'll make him fun. I don't think he deserves it.
He's boring. Let's not make him fun because he doesn't deserve to be fun. What the?
Guy, he was just a guy doing a job.
He just
That's
works
like
here.
the worst defense of all time.
Yeah, check that at Nuremberg. That'll go a long way for you. I'm sure you'll do fine.
And also,
he
like,
relocated to another planet to live his best. Never mind.
okay, outside of Yasmin's point of view, it's not that he's a bad guy. Yasmin doesn't care for him at all, though. Like, I mean,
he's just boring. He's just so average that it's an affront to Yasmin's person.
Look, if you don't have the AB in normal, we're not friends. The rest of your crew consists of Dobromir, Libenka, Vojkan, Zorka, and Zivarad. And I am trying to find the journal entry where I wrote down what each of their roles on the ship is. I know several of them are espers. Like most of them are probably espers. And several of them are engineers. And they are primarily here to assist you with operating the Sorium drive. And the Sorium drive is what is going to get you to your destination. In the first place, at least.
Yeah, the
horizon. I sorted my notes A to Z, and they're written down as dates. And the Roll20 doesn't let you, like, it doesn't identify different field types. It just does strings. So
Rip.
somewhere around here are my notes.
At some point when we get into space, before we engage the Sorium drive, I would like to test the range on the magnifying, on the spell magnification.
Okay. You may want
Basically,
to.
before we get into combat, what is the
Mhm.
outer limits of the range?
Well, you definitely have some specs on that.
Okay.
Like they. Hold on. Where is it? They provided you with some specifications about theoretical limits. And why don't you make a note of some of these systems? Let's see. There is the Sorium engine and the arcane cannon, which is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The arcane cannon is not really going to function until you get a dark matter crystal.
Got
A
it.
void crystal. Because it's like almost all the Magitech on board needs that power source in order to operate.
So the Sorium engine sort of operates all the technical stuff, and then the
Correct.
dark matter engine operates the magical stuff.
Correct. And once they both exist, they can kind of feed each other, right? Like
Right.
power from one can be fed into the other. But until they both exist, that's not really going to be feasible. So for the
Copy.
time being, you have 4 plasma turrets,
Mhm.
communications, your shield generator, tractor beam, and torpedoes. There's a fusion reactor that just provides power. It's not all powered. Well, most of it's powered by Sorium, but this is backup power. Okay, here we go. 2 plasma cannon turrets, 1 dorsal mounted arcane cannon, not functional yet, 2 torpedo launchers, and then 2 more plasma cannon turrets.
Okay, so 4 plasma
Mhm.
cannons and 2 torpedoes that are currently functional. Copy. And then sublight and then FTL, but FTL on order of magnitude 1 as
Yeah.
opposed to order of magnitude 10.
FTL 1 and FTL 2, basically.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. As for the specs on the arcane cannon, let me find that. Arcane cannon. The arcane, let's see. If you use your action to cast an evocation spell, it has to be evocation into the charged arcane cannon. So you have to charge it for 1 round from the dark matter crystal, from the void crystal. Then you cast an evocation spell. Fireball for sure, maybe magic missile. Definitely lightning bolt.
Eldritch Blast also.
Oh,
Eldritch Blast is evocation. I checked.
the spell must have a duration of instantaneous and a range of 5 feet or greater.
Mhm.
The arcane cannon transforms the spell into a mega spell. As such, this spell fails if it's cast within an area of gravitation. So you can't use this in a gravity well.
Okay.
I
But
think
it'll still work on like planetary sized stuff.
I think you have to be, like you can be in orbit, I think.
Okay.
But or maybe just above orbit, but you can't like fly over a planet and then just nuke them with in Atmo and nuke them with Eldritch Blasts.
Right. Okay. But so like even still, you can't do like ship to ship combat with the arcane cannon.
Oh, you can do
over
ship to ship
atmosphere.
combat.
Oh, in atmosphere.
Not in
Okay,
Atmo.
that's what
Not
I'm
in
saying.
Atmo.
Yeah.
So it's not going to work when we're harvesting
Landed.
void crystals either.
So when we're in atmosphere, it's going to have to be all scientific stuff.
Mhm.
Got
Correct.
it. Okay.
The range and dimensions are multiplied by 100
Okay.
to a maximum range of 10,000 feet.
Got it. Okay.
And I don't remember what the scale of squares is at the starship scale. It's either 50 or 500 per square. So it basically makes it so that whatever it would be on the player scale, it now is, it's got to be 500. Whatever it would be on the player scale, it is now on the ship scale. And it deals mega damage, which is, I think, like 100 hit points per normal hit point, which is what giant creatures and planet-sized things are measured in.
Okay. So funnily enough, that means you said up to 10,000 feet.
Correct.
So that actually means that it actually caps the length of Eldritch Blast and Firebolt and things, because those have a range of 120 by default. By 100, it would go to 12,000, but capped at 10,000.
I will consider that limitation more malleable than the evocation limitation.
Got it. Makes sense.
Like, rather than being sorry, that's not how that works, it's more like a limitation of the technology at this time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it strikes me that most of my... Oh, are you
You're
muted?
muted.
+1 XP. I'm going back to finding my notes because I had written down like months ago how long the trip was going to take.
While you do that, I'm just looking through my spell list. It strikes me that most of the Engineer of Evil, most of the spells are actually abjuration and not evocation. The only evocation spells I have are Eldritch Blast and Firebolt.
Ha! Cantrips only.
Everything else that I do that damages is an abjuration spell.
Abjuration is interesting.
Because they're all self-damaging spells that then cause an effect.
Right.
They're not actually damaging spells, or at least not in the same way that like having an effect on someone else, like casting something to attack something usually would.
Evocation is the generation and direction of energy. So that's why most spells are just, I shoot him, do that.
Which makes me think, so obviously this hasn't come into play at all yet, but there are some interesting things that are now coming to mind now that I know this is abjuration for the most part.
Such as?
The idea of like, because again, I'm immune to counterspell and I'm immune to basically any magic that I cast is not nullifiable. Most of what I cast via technological stuff is not even hindered by anti-magic field. My spells still are technically, but that's because I'm level 11. When I level up, it becomes immune to anti-magic field as well.
Your everything proof shield is coming together nicely. Okay, I think I have enough to work with this now. I haven't found the list of what each of these people's jobs are, but I have a rough determination of them. You also have Gnosis, which is the name of the onboard AI, which was specifically created by Exarch to assist with all functions of the ship. Supercomputing, calculations, research, defense, maintenance, like all around. Technically, Gnosis could almost run the ship itself.
In fact, the only reason he can't is because we have, due to necessity of political reasoning, said that there is some limitation.
Correct. User-defined limits are in place. If it wasn't for that, it would be full run of everything.
Now the thing is, once you're on the mission, what the heads of state don't know can't hurt them.
Right. What do you mean the Prime Directive?
What happens on the ship stays on the ship.
Although I think in our case, it's more what happens outside of our system
doesn't come back.
Out of curiosity, what's the general vibe between all these groups meeting? Like how is everybody like interacting initially? Is it a little standoffish? Is it fairly friendly?
The Perianth people are pretty damn friendly. Like, you've got Boigness. Medwithin is standoffish, but she does it for attention. So, like, she's not just
That's
ignoring.
just what she's like.
Yeah. She's not ignoring them. She is engaging them by not engaging with them tactically. Molly Lyclin is very, very kind. Not super outgoing, but definitely friendly. Ten Kobold is an asshole, and Zomkug, if they bring vodka, he's cool. As for their side, they're a lot more like reserved and formal. They take this very seriously. Their prince assigned them to do this. They are not world travelers. They've lived and grown up and everything on Lacunis. All this magic is like, they're aware of it. They've been battling against magic their entire lives because of the Ulhar. They're very disciplined.
The magic's not trying to kill them.
Yeah, but like they're very disciplined. They're very like, sir, yes, sir. captain, all that stuff. Whereas the group that you brought, no, not at all. They're pirates. Like half of them are pirates.
So this is like basically combining a pirate ship with like the Queen's Navy.
Yes. Dolores, I'm gonna have you roll a persuasion check, just to, not that like there's conflict immediately, there's definitely some differences, but I'm gonna have you roll a persuasion check just to sort of, mitigate vibes.
Okay. All right, vibes prepare to be mitigated. Oh, whoops.
We'll take the 16. You have moderately mitigated the vibes. You rolled a 4 and you got a 16. So the vibes are decent.
What a great start.
Right?
Can I so this is, I know, post roll, but I didn't want to interrupt while you were speaking. Would I be able to give advantage? I am charismatic in my own right.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is why I'm asking for this. In that I've worked around a lot of these people already with the, I mean, we all traveled together for them, but also on the, when we were setting up the JTF, I was the one kind of responsible for parsing out the actual political stuff. With that in mind, would I be able to back Delarice up and give her advantage?
Yeah, absolutely. So we turn that into a 22. The vibes are good. The vibes are good.
We are like the perfect definition of like good cop, bad cop.
Oh, and I found out who's in charge of what.
Nice.
Yay!
You're the traditional D&D charisma of like, oh, the sexy thing. Yes, means like, no, we're going to start a cult and I am your leader.
Yeah, Yasmin definitely has like the force of personality.
All right. On command, Yasmin and Delarice. Beatdown has had to drop out for now. He sends lots and lots of love. He will come back at some point if it's appropriate. But I don't know if we want to drag him through space at the moment, if he's not going to be here for like a while. So for the time being, go ahead.
I think one of the things we can do is like Gaston can start working on the second part of our fetch quest that we set up with the deal with the devil, essentially, while we're gone. So that starts progressing outside our. I'd like to go back to Northport at some point without having. Oh, that is something we forgot to address. Because there was the last thing was, did we get a chance to talk about our Dragon Lake, our ghost person, as the head of military affairs for the JTF?
No, you. That would be something.
That was what we ended the last. I remember now. That was what we ended the last session.
Yeah.
Let me see if I took any good notes about that. Yes. Yes. There are 3 names on here, and I think there's only really 2 names on here, because one of them is Exarch, and I think you're ruling out Exarch.
Yeah, he's advisor capacity, not as
Hara. And the White Ghost, Etelvina was her name. Gaston, since Beatdown's not here, we'll pull up a file for you, basically on each of them. Etelvina, aka the White Ghost, was a professional assassin. She was a killer for Mr. Lowe of the Triple Union Society, one of the 2 most powerful criminal organizations in Northport, along with the Column. The 2 of them were arch rivals. When Gaston and Asena and John all first met, they were investigating the Angel Killer murders, where murder victims were found with blade wounds in their back where angel wings would be. They eventually, it's a long ass story. This was such a long arc. This was like 100 episodes. This was a long arc. Eventually they discovered that a member of the Pact Malefic, an entire cyst, had been stranded in Yord, the world of Northport. They were not from there. Their portal exploded, and their base ended up, like, their secret dungeon ended up transported to the jungles of Zolquia. They arrived there, and that happened like 10, 20 something years ago. One of the main leaders of that group was a necromancer. Trying to remember what his name was. Anyways, one of the leaders was a necromancer. And in the world before, he had taken angels, killed angels, and then brought them back as undead, and they were his angels. They were all destroyed. And so when he was in this world, he wanted to make them again. And so he based his 7 angels, he made them vampires this time. So he found people who embodied this world's version of the 7 deadly sins, not identical to ours. And once he found somebody who was the perfect candidate, he turned them into a vampire, and then that person started hunting for the next sin until they had all of them. They learned that some of the angels had been killed recently by a former member of that sect. Iclius, my old character, Liz, from that campaign. Yeah. So they learned this, and they figured out that the angel killer murders, all the people who were identified and then rejected as candidates were killed in this pattern. And the reason there were so many different MOs was because the murderer kept changing. They discovered that several prominent citizens of Northport, celebrities, etc., were vampires. And one of them was Mr. Lowe's daughter. Again, Mr. Lowe is the head of the Triple Union Society. His daughter, Sunja, had been turned into a vampire. Etelvina, the White Ghost, was in charge of protecting Sunja, as well as killing Mr. Lowe's enemies. But she realized that she had been turned. And she loved Sunja too much to do something directly about it. So she ended up giving hints and such away to John and Gaston and stuff to help them take her out. I think you're muted, Rosie. That's fine if you mean to be.
Yes, I'm just...
Cool, carry on. So
affirmation noises.
That's fine. Go ahead and mute again. So Edelvina assisted them in wiping out the angels. And ultimately, Drayden, the master necromancer, who had posed as the mayor of Northport's lost bastard son and was worming his way into society that way. At that point, Etelvina was now, because she helped kill Mr. Lowe's daughter, even though Mr. Lowe knew that Sunja was a vampire, and he knew why Etelvina did it, he still had to have her killed. It was just not avoidable. It's like, you killed John Wick's dog. You're my son. I still have to try to stop him from killing you. So she ended up joining Gaston and Asina and John in taking down Mr. Lowe, who turned out to be a dragon from another dimension, but that's neither here nor there. She then took over the Triple Union Society. She took his house, like the house with the portal in the basement that you used, that was Mr. Lowe's house. That portal led to his home dimension. And so she took over, and she is now the head of the Triple Union Society. So she's in charge of this huge crime family, and she's dating Gaston, who is a vigilante who dedicated himself to taking down the 2 big crime organizations, the Column and the Triple Union Society. So she's in control of it, and she's working with Gaston to turn it into a force for good. Still a shadowy assassin sort of stuff, but not hustling moms and paws. More like an entire vigilante force. So that is Etelvina. She is deadly with a sword, and she has shadow magic, and she's the head of a massive crime syndicate. Hara was a blue dragon by the name of Akafisinian on the world of Ashen in Pyrespace. When John and Medwithin and some others took the Pilgrim's Progress, their ship, to Ashen to try to find the City of Spires, which ended up being where the dimensional portal to Lacunas was. They didn't know it at the time. Akafisinian was a relatively young blue dragon, and they were in her territory, so she hunted them and tried to kill them. Oh, look, prey. People to kill and take their stuff. Rather than kill her, they subdued her and then gave her a massive overdose of Mordain, the dream drug. And then John and Medwithin worked together to infiltrate her dreams while she was reset like that and create a false identity of Hara, this human, a sorceress who was John's apprentice. So,
Does she know?
oh, she knows now.
Oh,
This is another whole ass arc. Like, my God. So she was turned into Hara and she traveled with him when they went through the portal. They basically had to go through the portal to Lacunas because they found the portal down at the bottom of the city of Spires. They awakened a godling, an artificially created godling. It was a genetic experiment that the Lacunians made, and then they fused it with the spark of divinity. So they had to leave.
Oh man. Okay.
So she ended up on Lacunas and went. That's why like a lot of the Lacunians know her. Casimir knows her. The Red Cross Knights know her. Like she did all this stuff there. But she kept having sort of like weird flickers and visions and flashbacks to her original life until John basically came clean with her. Basically just like at one point told her the truth. At which point she continued to work with him for her own goals, her own advantage. But it obviously completely changed the nature of the relationship. Eventually, she came to John not with demands, but basically told him how to. It's like, you want to make this right? Give me your magic. And he did. He gave her his magic. He lost his wizard powers for a while until he regained them. He gained new powers from a different source. So she was not only this sorceress, but now she had like all of his magic. And at that point, that's basically when she left to go be in charge of the school in Northport, because she went on a ton of adventures in Northport. She knew all those people. And she was like, I can teach these kids to use the magic that they've been born with. That came from the world that Drayden and all those others came from. So that's kind of her story. She's the head of a school for gifted youngsters, but it's magic instead of mutations. She is a fucking dragon. She's a sorceress, and she's a wizard. So these are the two people that you are proposing to run your military ops for the Joint Task Force.
Honestly, as a stab in the dark for two names that I thought would be decent options, both are
better than expected.
Without knowing them very well, both are their resume speaks for itself.
You picked based on aura, but it turns out they have the CV to back it up.
Picked on vibes, but the vibes were better than expected.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I'd like to say that I'm a brilliant judge of character, and my vibes reading was based on the fact that I could tell that they were actually super gifted and strong and et cetera, et cetera. As a scientist, I would never, ever make an assumption based without evidence.
Of course not.
Yasmin is very well known for her humility.
That's a wasted emotion.
So
other people walk over you.
Exactly. What practical? So this is the information you've been provided with. You have access to people who know a decent amount. Like Gaston knows both of them pretty well. He knows Edelvina very well. But you can have additional questions answered if you have any.
How?
And both of them might have terms if you want to hire them because they have shit going on in their own lives.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing I'm thinking. Both have like things that they are actually interested in. Now, two things come to mind. Edelvina is probably less likely, from my perspective, less likely to join because Northport's crime syndicates are tied to Northport. Magic is prominent in Pyre space. Having your students in a world of magic might be beneficial for them.
It would be a great exchange program.
Yeah. I think we'll tender. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Dilarius, if you're okay with this, tender the offer to both of them. Lay out the terms and conditions beforehand. Say these are the people. So I'm gonna like basically a recruiting pitch to both of them, letting both of them know that who the other one that is being addressed is, so that there's no. This is a request of their services. It is not a demand for their.
Yeah.
And let them know that we're under time constraints, and so therefore we're not going to be as forthcoming as perhaps we would like to be with a situation like this.
It's not going to be as much negotiation.
Yes. And understanding that puts us in a position of weakness when it comes to, giving, recompense in any sort of the way. But basically asking what is the sticking points for them, should that come to pass. And
what terms do you have? What terms and requirements do you have?
We need someone. So we need an individual to take charge of the military operations for this task force that is not tied to any of the previous nations, because they will try to kind of wheel and deal and take advantage in one way or another. So we are looking for competent, people who excel in fields of military application, or in sort of the surrounding areas, who are capable of leading high tier endeavors, because we will not be there. We will be out in the field, operating this giant ship. And essentially, what are your terms that you want for that to be a reality, for you to take that position?
All right. This communication isn't going to be occurring directly because of just the ways that you have lines of communication stuff. It's going to have to go through proxies, which means you're not going to get the full power of Hara's sass. So, first off, Hara would propose that you go with both. Hara would be the primary, and Etelvina would be a black ops specialist and covert ops specialist, because she's an assassin. Like, that's her. Ungentlemanly warfare is her specialty. So that's her first suggestion. And also because she has less of a stake in this, and she has, she's not ignorant of magic. She can wield. Etelvina knows some magic. Her boss was an ancient dragon. But she did a lot of other things aside from study magic, killing people. So that would be her first recommendation. As for terms and conditions, she wants upgrades for the school. Security upgrades, like tech security upgrades, computers, like sci-fi stuff, so that she can really improve it while keeping it hidden, very X-Mansion style, very Xavier Institute style. And some teachers from Perianth. Perianth is lousy with wizards. She wants to do a teacher exchange program, basically.
I'm gonna message. So Exarch is still on my line, right? I can message Exarch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna message Exarch about the technical stuff. See if he's okay with upgrading the school as required.
And then I think Marikoth would probably be a good person to contact about tutors from Perianth. He probably knows a lot of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh God, I just thought like a Exarch danger room. That's a scary thought.
I mean, if the people who can provide those things don't have any issues with it, then I think those are not only those reasonable terms. I think, without telling Hara that, I think those are cheap terms.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
That sounds entirely reasonable. I'm sure I would be able to gather valuable information from their world. That would help with further operations in protecting my people on Lacunas.
So, okay, out of game for a sec. the story about the godling, the spark of divinity. We, the players, know that. Do our characters know that?
Yes, that was part of the dossier.
I will see that information to Exarch on account of the promise that we made back on Lacunas.
Interesting. Thank you. I believe they've revisited this world at some point during their travels, which would indicate they may have dealt with this entity again. Ask Gaston or John when you get the chance if this creature has been subdued.
I'd like both of you to roll investigation checks.
Oh, 22. 25. Nice.
Okay,
Oh.
so this is the dungeon master thinking he remembers one of the 100 of episodes and stuff like that. I think they captured the Morrow Spawn abomination. They either captured it, or when they defeated it, they sealed its divine spark in something. And I think Indogolod has it.
Oh. Huh. Okay. We'll put a pin in that. Because I don't think that we don't have time to explore what all the things about that are. But interesting. How long ago was that, by the way?
Time is a flat circle.
I mean, relative to, I don't need a specific number.
Right.
I meant like relative to the in-game world time.
I think it was before Edelvina took over the Triple Union Society.
Did it have any? And when did Indogolod start having the episodes that he started having?
Oh God, adulthood.
Okay,
it's been 100 years or something.
Mm-hmm.
It runs in the family,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the only reason I ask is because I know that there was this is so long ago, and both Yasmin and myself likely would not have a full grasp on this. There was something that accelerated or exacerbated the issues, and that was one of the things that we were tasked with finding. But
right, note that for later.
And so, okay, with horror on board and with those demands, I think reasonably met.
Yeah, Marikoth would be down. Indogolod has visited Northport in disguise. Some of his people have bought pickle dogs before, so like they're down for that.
What is Edelvina's?
You owe me a favor.
I hate you. Done. That is the limit of the negotiation. It is all lowercase. One period, a period after I hate you, and that's it.
Okay. All right. So let it be done.
There's nothing more terrifying than a favor owed.
The good news is Edelvina isn't like a horrible, wretched person. For an assassin, you know.
We're just, the only thing is we have so many favors owed.
True. Edelvina's probably won't be a huge 5-part quest line. It'll probably just be
so
like,
much heavy lifting.
hey, I want this really cool thing to help me, you know.
Heads of military. It is actually heads of military. It is actually a very nice thing to work with competent people, even if you do end up owing them quite a bit.
That's true. Although we've worked with quite a lot of competent people over the span, right? Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
We should do a stream at some point where it's just, here's the list of every single character that you've interacted with during the show. Sort them into competent or incompetent.
Oh, no.
We'll have
How much money do they owe me is the question. I am taking bribes.
Fair deal.
Sorry.
Fair deal.
I am taking gifts and
Yes,
suggestions.
it's called lobbying. It's not corruption. It's lobbying.
It's a lot, yeah. Technically legal. Nobody said it's not.
Best kind of legal. Okay. Any other business?
I think now we're actually set.
Yeah.
The military thing was actually important that we get to ahead of because
that needs to start now.
That
needs to start cooking now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now if things go badly, we have people to blame.
Mm-hmm. All right. So roles on board your ship, final roll call, final launch procedures. The two of you are command crew. Hulwyn doesn't really have an official job title, but I think she can survive in space.
Oh, that's handy.
I think. I'm not positive.
Very handy.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I don't think she can keep up with the ship.
No.
No,
That's
we
not
need
what
like
this is for.
repairs to the outside.
That is true. That is
suddenly,
true.
For some
or like,
reason.
go board the enemy. Stuff like that. Oh yeah, she can survive in space because she can turn into an orb of light.
Oh, actually, I'm going to ask her, Human, have you ever had something move faster than you when you're in your light ball form?
I must have.
Hey, on the bright side, now you get to meet something that definitely can.
True. Machines can do incredible things. Her move speed as an orb of light is 150 feet per 6 seconds, so 30 feet a second, which is pretty fast, but it's not Mach speed. And even then, I think she's encountered things that can go faster than her. Maybe some dragons. I don't know.
Okay, I think we're good to go then.
Okay, Hulwyn, special assignment. Manda is on the engineering team. Miros is head of security. Libenka is in engineering. She's a Sorium engineer, so she's an Esper. Dobromir is in the science team, research and such. Zorika is a Voski knight. She's on the security team. You've seen them fight before. You know how they roll. Vojkan is a Pathfinder. He's on the survey team. And Zivarad is an Esper. He's a fully focused Esper. And he is going to be directly involved in the Void Crystal harvesting process.
Copy. How long is it going to take us roughly to get to the event horizon of the black hole?
Let's see. The voyage calculating.
Based on my analysis of the telemetry information provided from Pyrespace, the nearest black hole is 1,560 light years away, which should equal 31 hours of Saurian drive travel.
Okay, so we've got about a day-ish, day and a half. Cool. The reason I ask is because I'd like to train the Pyrespace people on the basics of the technological weaponry in the event that, just so that everyone knows how to use it at a very baseline operation. But that shouldn't take too long. The other thing too is we need to start planning on how to actually harvest the crystals once we get there.
Yes. So you're going to have to get dangerously close to the black hole. Close enough that it is likely to have an adverse effect on the ship. Not spaghettify all of you and kill you, but like, you don't want to spend more than an hour there.
Mm-hmm.
Zivarad can control gravity. Not unlimited, but he can control gravity.
Why do we need a void crystal if we have him who's unlimited?
You know, what's funny is the Dark Matter book, which is the book that has the universe that the void crystals and stuff come from. It says they're harvested from an event horizon. It doesn't say anything about how they actually get harvested. Like, there's nothing in there. And you got the information of how to do the harvesting. And I think what I came up with is that it's gravity magic. Like, it would have to be powerful gravity magic. A degree of which you don't have, because in that world, they build specialty ships with mega spells in them for doing that harvesting. So you are going to have to get dangerously close, and then Zivarad is going to attempt to harvest them with any help that the lot of you can give. You need to do it within the span of an hour. The ship can't survive much longer than that in that vicinity of the black hole.
Makes sense. Okay.
So in that case, we really got to get in, get out as quickly
Correct.
as possible.
But theoretically, you have all the steps and stuff and a good analysis of the process. So if nothing goes wrong, it's just going to be a quick fuel stop.
If nothing goes wrong. Okay.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, I think then in that case, I will get the team that is on the away team, essentially, even though we're not actually leaving the ship. Rehearsal is the best. Rehearsal is best done before the show, as it were.
Yes.
So let's drop the system that we're going to be using, practice it to make sure that there's no we're not doing anything on spur of the moment or off the cuff, as it were, and then we can actually execute when we get there. Again, being that it is an hour that we have limitation of. I defer to you. You are the gravitational expert. What do we need to do?
Bring us close. I will not know how close I need to be until I know. Your readings and information hopefully will be complete, but I will not know until I feel it. Then, beforehand, as we approach, I need as accurate scanning information as possible, so I can pinpoint the points of concentration. I'm just checking something real quick. Okay, nope, can't do that, doesn't matter. Relay that information to me through the computer to give me constant readings so I know when I make adjustments, when I manipulate gravity, I have instant readouts of the consequences and effect. We will not be able to get information from beyond the event horizon, but the disruptions to the local radiation output should still be informative.
Gnosis will be on that. I think the timing will be immediate.
Then we will need to have all hands on deck for repairs and adjustments, simply to keep the ship together and systems running stable so there are no interruptions to me.
Copy. Heelwin, I know you said you could operate in space without the effects of, without the dangerous effects of being harmed there. Being on the external of the ship under this gravitational pressure, will that be a problem?
Hold on, I just have to see if I pressed a bad button. I did not press a bad button. Very good. I've never tried this before, Yasmin. I don't know who has. I believe that in my form of light, I will be able to act freely.
And what are you capable of accomplishing in that form of light?
That's let's see. That's exactly what I was looking up. My presence of protection will still function, but many of my spells will not.
Remind, what does presence of protection do? Oh, perfect.
It mostly wards off bad things.
Mm-hmm.
I can still use my light ray and some of my spells, but I will not be able to use the rest of them.
Okay.
The only thing I can think of that might be useful here would be Wall of Force.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind. I think we'll keep you prepared on in the event that we need something external to the ship, because you'll be our fastest way of interacting with that.
Yes.
The rest of us will have to suit up in some way and will likely be affected with the extreme gravitational anomalies. Delaris, is there anything I'm missing or anything that you think would streamline the process?
I don't think so. Oof. Yeah, I don't think so. Just making sure everybody kind of knows the plan and can jump in if anything happens, I think.
Consider any buffing magic that you have access to would be useful here. Anything to help Zivarad succeed on concentration checks, anything to help engineers succeed on repair checks, all that kind of stuff.
One thing that I'm going to definitely do is, as we get started with the actual harvesting, I will link in through telepathic bond the most important people, so that we don't have. So essentially, the speed of communication becomes instant.
Zero latency communication.
Yeah. Beyond that, I actually don't have much in terms of buffing magic. That would actually be of much use. Like calm emotions, but that's not buffing magic. That would just be
right.
Under pressure.
Please chill.
But these are experts in their field. That's not. It'll have more. I think it'll have more issues than it will have fixes. So yeah, for me specifically, beyond telepathic bond, I'm kind of tapped out in terms of my ability to help.
Same here. Although I guess I'll probably give inspiration.
Drop them bardic boops.
Yeah. So inspiration for everybody. So inspiration for Zivarad for sure. Inspiration probably for Hulwin in case she has to make any checks. Inspiration to, I'm gonna say Yasmin and Manda, because I feel like as support team, if they have to fix anything during this.
Okay, that's a good idea.
I think the only other spellcaster we have on board is Medwithin, right? Yeah. And I don't know what I don't think she has any buffing spells that I'm aware of.
I don't believe so. I'm just checking to see what she has in the way of like any divination magic that could be helpful here. She can cast divination. You want her to cast divination?
Would it help?
You can ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The DM offers a truthful reply. Short phrase, cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
Hmm.
And if you want to take a break and think about it during the break, we can do that.
Ooh.
We've already cast divination once as a crew. It was of some help. But I'm tapped out on what the question would be for this one. So unless you have something specific, Delirious, I don't have anything.
I guess we can keep that one in the back pocket.
All right. All right then. The Sorium drive fires up. And the forest world of Perianth sort of soars away from you, and the magical construction of the ether relay that has revolutionized travel within the Pyrespace system for the first time and is only a harbinger of what is yet to come, the transformations to these societies that your actions have wrought, hopefully in order to save all of them. Your Voski engineers go towards the main power core. Golden light flares around their eyes and their hands. The same golden shimmer starts to surround the entire ship. And then Pyrespace is just gone. And you are traveling faster than the speed of light. We'll arrive at our destination when we come back from this short break. Don't go anywhere, folks. More Coriander Society adventure when we return.
Now this is a story all about how I got kicked out of the Golden Bough. I've got a nasty little temper. Whenever I'm annoyed, I poke holes in the world with the power of void. All the brogans call me blessed child, think I'm hot shit, but at best I'm mild. The world in grave peril, but I don't really care, because I'm too busy with my love affair.
Oh shit.
Scrunches up her paper. Fucking hate this school.
Oh no, Garnet, he's got fire bars.
Do you have fire resistance? Because you're probably dead after that one.
Let's say Mia Hethil, because he's right in the middle of 3-player characters. So, you know, him in particular.
I take it the burning didn't kill her.
Yeah, roll 1d10, but it's fire resistant, so. Bonk.
Where is Mr. Reaction with a ward guy?
He used it. That shit's gone.
Oh, gone for
Bonk.
forever?
Well, until his next long range. A long rest.
La 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 la. La la la.
Don't need no wards. We're dealing with these fucking idiots.
That should be one of your sub sounds on your channel.
It should be. It really should be.
Well, so much for my terrifying monster. Guess I'll just, you know, die.
Pulls pin, throws pin.
You're underneath, you know, wrench, screwdriver, acetylene torch, and you manage to disconnect. Now you're gonna have to get it over all these traps and pits and stuff. But on the other hand, you have a flying barbarian.
You have a flying.
Yep,
sword.
flying barbarian. Oh, that's exactly how we're going to
Weaponized
implement the
flying
ballista, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here I thought you were gonna attach it to the ship, but
Oh.
no.
No.
I
Valkyrie
am the
style.
snip, baby.
Oh yeah.
Airstrike. Danger.
We're gonna roll into Avernus, and we're not gonna actually have any kind of like doom buggy. We're all gonna be riding on top of just Crozet floating around riding a ballista.
How did you get a blip? No, it's just a flying door.
Fly me close up. I want to hit them with my sword.
Who are we?
The companions of the Crimson Chain. All right. Alex melts away and vanishes, replaced by Cyrus.
In handcuffs?
Yes. Yes.
He.
Except that his eyes are wrong. They're filled with piercing blue light.
Oh damn, this stream is about to get good.
Got blue eyes too. Wait down. Are you guys dating? Are you guys a thing?
Mason doesn't respond.
Time and place, Garnet.
Wait, is Francisco saying that?
Yes.
I mean, a maze is quite a romantic date, right?
Mason, you saved her. Oh, see, like Mason's the one who did all the work. These are like his dogs, and he let us here, and he really was so worried. And we fought this big thing earlier, and Mason was just so cool.
Oh my God, the vouch.
Thank you for the Lambo.
Roll to vouch, persuasion or deception, your choice.
Mason will try to say some of those things are true.
Waves the crypto boy's body. This one yours?
I'm Fiat.
Yeah, this is the crypto boy.
Yes, that one's ours. You can just go ahead and leave him there.
Oh, okay. Drops him.
Also, disclaimer, chat. Also, not dead.
So, do I see both Crystal Pirate and Artificer?
Yes, and 4 ninjas.
Which one of you two is more important? Or who's the boss?
Crystal
Hey, who's
Fire-
the biggest bully at school? Which one of you is in?
Crystal Fire like
Walk right up
floats.
into my secret base.
He's standing on
punch
this
my
like little
biggest-
crystal thing, and he's just floating there, looking at you with all these colorful crystals floating around him.
I guess I'm the majority share owner, so that would be me.
All right, I attack whoever said that. Who said that?
About eating a mushroom?
It's getting really hard to hear you.
I'm gonna take the last bit of the alcohol that Violetta handed me, and I'm just gonna splash John in the face.
All right.
Oh, that get in your eyes? Oh.
John
Well-
falls to his feet and starts crying.
No.
Well, that. I think I preferred the dancing.
Lemon Kiwi, I noticed something freaking ridiculous about Una.
What?
Under the familiar section, it talks about how, while the two of you are bonded, you can sense what it senses as long as you're within a mile of each other, right?
Right.
When Una's within 10 feet of you, you gain the benefits of magic resistance. You have advantage on all saving throws against spells and magical effects whenever Una's within 10 feet of you.
Oh, that's broken.
1 year later! Reading comprehension 20 inch, by the way. Holds him like a special.
This is my special magical resistance pet.
The power of bird compel.
You have carte blanche aside from that.
Cool. So thinking kind of like, because it's pocket dimension and shape shifting, but maybe it's kind of like a Venom-esque arrangement where it's a dimensional parasite that so like when he absorbs things into his hand, maybe it's like a fucking, oh no, I've done it again. Maybe it's a teethy hand that like a toothy hole.
Could you please just once not consort with otherworldly powers from beyond the scope of human imagination? Just once, like day.
I refuse. There's too much empty headspace here with my lack of a brain to not have another thing in there.
It is easy to see it more accurately from outside of the situation than inside of the situation. I
Right.
suppose that's why you have the friends that you have around you.
Kind of like claps her hands together. One of my favorite sayings is trash can, not trash cannot. So just do it.
Didn't realize your level up gave you an extra level in philosopher.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
I honestly have very little confidence in saying I understand what you mean by that.
Okay. Just do it.
Understandable. Have a nice
Memory and the form, physical or otherwise, of the Internal Revenue Service.
I'm gonna kill the IRS. I'm gonna justice the IRS.
My kind have a very particular set of laws on violence. We call it our terms of service. Despite what my terms of service.
It's more about what we're going to accomplish. I think it's beyond just me. I'll be okay.
It is
I-
beyond us.
Taps Mason's shoulder and, well, our last friend died, but I'll make sure you don't.
I lost 2 friends.
Oh, sorry, 2. Yeah, thank you.
I'm
But you're
going
different.
to.
You're built different.
I'm gonna take that as it was supposed to be comforting. So thank you, Garnet.
Small girls, just checking.
No, grown men can live for sword, Garnet.
Well,
Would you like
I
to
could
try?
eat a soul. I could eat a soul like a snack.
But I'm more thinking practical terms about swinging this fucking massive sword.
Well, what if
And
it turns him
honestly,
evil?
I'm sorry, but
Evil
your
Chad?
arms are small and noodly.
Excuse, Matra, my arms are not noodly.
Matcha comes walking
Why does
back
two
from the meeting. He's like, what did I just walk in on?
Oh, Matcha isn't here. Oh, my God.
sword.
Yeah, you open the door. The sword is just like covered with evil runes on the floor on a plate, and you just see Garnet going.
My arms are noodly, right?
Do you
Right,
think
yo.
you live that, Zweihander?
Yeah, you try it.
Your arms aren't noodly, but that thing is pretty big.
And evil.
And apparently evil. What is that?
Flip him. Okay, one black card. And that's a big success. That's a critical success. So this is perfect. You already have an edge, right? So you can't gain another edge, but you can double the effect, which means you can quiet both wolves.
My friends. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
God, I almost fucking died. I never died in a one shot. My heart hurts, man.
This game, again, you start out from very humble origins. You're not mighty heroes. You're just townsfolk. It's easy to die.
We're coming from stupid origins.
Okay.
Well, we can get you in contact with our administrator and we can sort out this issue, but we do have to head on inside for an important matter.
Yep. Important matter is going to have to wait. Sorry. Slight matter of defamation of character. No, Welcome back to... Oh, wrong button. There we go. Welcome back to Coriander Society Adventures. It's me, Dungeon Master Man. I am joined at the break by Lady. And I still have Drozy and LaFawn. And when we last left our heroes, they launched the inaugural voyage of their vessel, powered by the Sorium faster-than-light drive. It will take them 31 hours to reach a system that orbits a black hole. There, they must approach the event horizon and collect void crystals in order to power their journey all the way to the other side of the galaxy and to the lost Mind Flayer capital world of Penumbra. You said that you wanted to spend those 31 hours training the magic crew, the crew from Magical Worlds, on the use of technological weaponry and various stations. Is that correct?
Yes. I think, I think I would be better served helping the team that is getting set to try and harvest the crystals. Because I'll be part of that. And then while we're doing that, having them learn the technical systems.
Okay.
So that we're not all doing the same thing and we're not also not doing nothing.
Right. 31 hours isn't going to be enough for them to apply their proficiency bonuses to any rolls that they make, but it'll hopefully be enough for them to perform basic functions without blowing up the ship.
This is emergency if all the people who are familiar with technical stuff are incapacitated. So
right.
At that point, we just that is honestly better than nothing.
31 hours later, the ship drops out of faster than light travel.
Initiating system-wide scan. I've already located the singularity. It's difficult to miss.
A projection of the 3D array in the science lab begins to populate, identifying several solar objects, some of which were detected with long-range telemetry, but Pyrespace doesn't have deep space photography or telescopes and stuff. They had to use magic and a couple of other things. So very little was known about this system. Eventually, you see there are multiple bodies in the system. There is the black hole. The singularity is several miles across. It has a mass several times that of the Pyre. So it's absolutely enormous. There are 2 planets circled by rings. They don't initially appear, they appear to be rocky planets rather than gas giants, and there's no obvious sign of any kind of water or anything like that. It's hard to tell at this distance. This system has no sun, so if they were life sustaining or if they had atmospheres or something, like, that's long since all frozen away. Who knows? There's no information right now about how long ago this system collapsed, or what worlds there were within the sphere of effect of the black hole that were consumed or just flung off into space when it converted. There is also an, let's see,
I am detecting one additional body. It's very small. An irregular nickel-iron asteroid, moving retrograde around the primary. It's a very small object. I estimate between 250 feet on one axis and 200 along the other. It is, of course, not the only small object orbiting in this area, but it has a unique chemical composition compared to the rest.
Interesting.
Nickel iron. Is it a... Is there a way to tell if it's... My first instinct, anything that's all metal with no other materials readily accessible, like, especially no water. Is it like a ship of some kind?
I'm not detecting any heat or other forms of communication or transmission. Unfortunately, at this long range, my ability to conduct close-range telemetry will be limited. However, if we can get within orbital distance of it, which for this object would not be actual orbit, the sensor systems on this vessel are quite advanced. It may take us an hour or more to reach it under cruising speed.
Are there any risks associated with getting that close to it?
There are always risks, but an object of this size, unless it is unstable or has unknown properties or hostiles, approaching it should be harmless. I can calculate a vector that will have 0% chance of collision.
I mean, if this is raising curiosity, I think we should look at it.
I'll chart a course immediately.
And your navigational system updates showing the trajectory of the object and your intercept. It involves a short Sorium jump, just to skip the fact that, even though it's intrasystem, it's still millions of miles. Billions and billions. You should be able to reach there in like an hour.
All the while this is happening, getting updates from our gravitational expert. Oh my god, what's his name?
Zibarad.
How is it spelled, by the way?
Z-I-V-O-R-A-D. Yeah, look at the screen.
I was like, wait a second. That's a bad question. I am, in fact, literate.
Let me Google that for you.
Sometimes it takes asking the question to realize that you have the information.
I understand. It's like a weird variant on the Socratic method.
Right. The question I was actually asking Zivarad was because he would know when he knew sort of situation. So is he starting to get like an inkling of how far out he is?
I barely feel anything. At this range, it might as well be any other stellar object.
Okay. Keep me updated in case anything changes.
Yes.
The unidentified object is on the very fringes of the solar system. It's very likely that we will not detect, Zivarad will not be able to sense any useful gravitational waves until we reach a distance at which a normal stellar object would have different effects.
Understood. However, when working with magic, it's best to keep the mind flexible.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh no.
The gravitation is putting straight on the ship already. Oh no.
All right. I'm just looking at something here. Okay. About an hour later, you approach the object, and your close range telemetry starts to get much, much better information. You are getting a 3D hologram scan of the object.
I love our new toys.
Let's see. It is rough and rugged. There's lots of outcroppings and chasms and lots of small craters. There's a large sort of cleft in the middle of it, so it almost looks like a potato that's had a wedge removed from the middle of it. Chemical composition, almost entirely solid metal. And after thorough scanning, there is at first it looks like an overlarge crater, roughly round and approximately 20 feet across. However, further analysis and orbiting this thing in order to get all the angles reveals that it is an artificial aperture. It is a opening that was created.
Interesting. Can we sense anything that's in there?
Stand by. At this time, I'm not able to detect anything from inside that area. However, Zipporah is reporting some minor gravitational fluctuations, specifically in the area of that opening.
Is the thing orbiting something else?
Negative.
Or is it
it's orbiting the
standalone
primary in this system, the black hole.
Copy. Sorry, this is the metal entity.
Correct.
Entity is not the word. Object, that's the word I'm
Object.
looking for.
Yeah, the solid metal asteroid thing is orbiting the black hole just at a very, very, very long distance.
Right. Okay.
When he says the sensors aren't picking up anything, is there a difference between like they're not picking up anything because they're not there, it's not there, or because it's like being blocked or scrambled?
Pattern analysis doesn't indicate any kind of active countermeasures. However, the material is particularly thick. We should be able to detect some types of activity at this range, but others may be blocked, simply because it's a giant block of nickel iron. I don't detect any atmosphere from out here or any energy signatures. There are no communications being emanated, no heat exhaust. I also don't detect any abnormal magnetic fields, but they would have to be a particularly noteworthy strength in order to be detected at this range. Unfortunately, without a dark matter crystal, I'm unable to detect magic at this time.
Looking at the cutout, essentially, what does it look like?
What do you mean? The wedge that's been taken out, or the circle?
There's a circle taken out as well?
There's a circular entrance to it. There's
I see. Okay.
wedge in it that just looks like there's a chunk missing, but inside that wedge, there's a artificial opening that has been built here. And there's a gravitational anomaly detected in or around that circle.
Got it. Okay. Got it. Okay. Cool. And elsewise, the object looks like rough hewn, like it was
natural or either a fragment of something else or an asteroid. It's got pockmarks all over it, so it's taken collisions from different things.
We could shoot it.
This object would be highly resilient even to our weapons. Plasma would be effective, but it would only melt a certain section of it at a time.
Less about the trying to damage it and more if there are gravitational anomalies being detected from that entrance area, right? Or that cutout. There's something seriously strong working through there. More trying to interact with that is what I'm thinking.
I see. You'd like to provoke a reaction.
Yeah, well, truth be told, it's spur of the moment. I'm drawing a blank on what we can try and identify from it, right? No signatures. It looks natural in origin with a cutout on it. However, there is some gravitational anomaly within and a very specific manufactured entrance.
I'm 100% certain that that aperture is artificial. This vessel is equipped with 2 long-distance probes, suitable for planetary use, launched through the torpedo tubes. This would be an extremely short-range application, but we could dispatch one of those, or a drone of your own creation within limited range. If we use our docking systems to latch onto this, you may be able to get your drone. Is your drone capable of zero atmosphere propulsion, or does it require atmosphere in order to move?
Now here's where we have to, I think, adjudicate that one. From my understanding, I don't think it requires atmosphere to operate.
Nope.
We did it in the Astral without, though that's kind of tough because it's not space. But
right, you can breathe there, or you don't have to breathe there, and you can talk and words transmit through the air if there is air. Yeah,
but it is a robot. It is not. I mean, it uses the homunculus stat block, but it is artificial in nature. So.
Then you could dock onto the asteroid and send out your drone, or you could send out one of your probes.
The thing is, can we replace the probes?
If the probe can make it back to the ship, you're good. Otherwise, replacing it is going to be not impossible, but difficult, especially without the hyperfabricator online.
Right. I think for the moment, let's try using my drones because those are much more disposable. In the sense that I have a lot more of them at the ready. I think I have like 6 of them, maybe something like that.
Nice. Okay, you want to send out one of your drones?
Yeah, let's do that.
The crew will go ahead and bring the ship down. Manda's on the bridge with the 2 of you. Gnosis is able to handle most of the docking analysis, micro adjustments, the different thrusters that allow you to perfect your docking. I haven't played Kerbal Space Program in a while, but that shit is fire. And the clamps latch onto this giant chunk of metal, and through the airlock goes one of your drones, and you're getting a feed.
Cool. Yeah. They do not need to. They do not need air. They don't need to eat or breathe or anything like that. Again, they are machines. And so I will send it. I will look through it and kind of keep tabs on it as it goes.
Okay.
And I believe I have 550 feet.
Okay, well that's bigger than this thing is. So
yeah, because 50 feet per mad scientist level. I'm level 11, 550.
Okay. Only issue will be if signal gets blocked by the fact that it's gigantic solid rock metal.
Right.
Though the rules don't say anything about that, so logically that wouldn't be a thing. It's mad
this is a little bit of a
science
gray
after
area.
all.
It's a weird gray area.
I'm gonna rule it's mad science.
Okay.
Your drone exits and it heads towards the aperture, and as it gets closer, it becomes immediately apparent that this is a tunnel bored into the heart of the asteroid.
Like a kind of like a mining, or is it like a directional, like trying to get through it?
Undetermined at this point. It was very, very cleanly bored, however, whatever did it. Like, it has to be artificial.
Right.
As your drone approaches, it starts to slow down. It's encountering resistance against its movement. Assuming that you just keep pushing, its speed is like it gets slower and slower until it's pushing at full thrust, and it only moves 5 feet per round. And then suddenly the pressure abates. Not fast enough for it to like zoom out of control, but like very quickly it abates. And you are now on the other side. You are inside the tunnel.
Okay.
Exarch or Gnosis identifies that as a gravitational anomaly. There is a containment field probably there.
Containment fields like this, are they used to like slow down entities trying to enter it, or is it a deterrent of like defensive capabilities?
Given the limited capabilities of this field and the fact that a small drone such as yours was able to enter it, I hypothesize that this is to prevent accidental exits.
Okay, that makes sense.
It may also contain an atmosphere.
Your drone is not picking up any atmosphere at all.
Huh.
But a field of this type would be able to stop air from exiting through a hole. So there's no door. Okay. There's just this field instead.
Got it. I mean, that logically makes sense because that's how atmosphere works.
As your drone floats down the tunnel, and by the way, you can hook this up to the ship if you want to like let Delarice watch as well.
This is for everyone to see. This is not I'm not trying to keep this as like a secret thing.
All of you get this very strange feeling as it goes down the hallway, this tunnel of a time abyss, age on a scale that can't really be fathomed. This place may have been around longer than some stars. You can't really begin to hypothesize the exact duration, and there's no carbon dating you can do here because, you know, that only works on Earth. But just this crushing gulf of time. A patch of deeper darkness up ahead tells you that your drone is coming to the end of the tunnel. It drifts forward. There's still no gravity worth speaking of here. And the walls open around into a roughly spherical space some 30 feet in diameter.
Okay.
The walls of the chamber are coated with dust deposited over the millennia. But through the patina, you can see strange murals on the walls of alien landscapes. There's something about the colors and perspective that looks slightly off, as if the paintings were intended to be viewed through very different optical equipment than your eyes.
Like someone who can see like an ultraviolet and not red, for example.
Yeah. The detail is intricate, however, and the workmanship is incredible.
With a rough understanding of like light wavelengths, etc., can I make a guess as to what kind of vision we're talking about here?
Roll a science check, and you may both do that if you'd like.
27.
27. Okay.
I only have technology.
All right. They can see into the ultraviolet spectrum and a little infrared.
Is there any species I know of that would meet?
No, but you haven't been around the multiverse that long.
That's true. That's true.
There is a symbol that appears a couple of times, a 3-pointed star.
Okay. Let me check to see how this thing works. 1 second. No, that doesn't work. God damn it. Okay. I only have comprehend languages. I don't have the higher version of that. And you need to touch it. Yeah, you need to touch it to be able to comprehend
right. Or Eyes of the Runekeeper, which is a warlock thing.
Yeah. Okay.
There are a few objects in here. One of them, they're mounted on the walls, and it's a spherical room. It was obviously designed without gravity. Like, this place has never been intended to have gravity. And there are multiple tunnels leading away from here, and they're at all different angles. So again, this has always been a 0G facility.
Right.
There is a thin sheet of dull metal, 3 feet high by 2 feet wide, mounted in a metal frame. What vision does your drone have?
That is a good question. Well, let's double check what this stat block has. Dark vision 60 feet.
Okay.
That's all it has.
The sheet of metal is vibrating.
Vibrating?
Yes.
Acted upon by any apparent force?
You are not immediately aware of any apparent forces.
Okay.
In the room.
Is there a rhythm to it?
Roll a technology check, both of you. And Delarice, as a music expert, you may roll this with advantage.
Oh, yay.
Rolled a 4.
You got a 4!
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Oh. What happens when you get supernatural 20?
That was a thing in third edition. In third edition, when you rolled a crit, you had to roll it. It was a hit, but you had to roll again to see if it actually was a crit. And you could roll 20 on that roll. And you could roll 20 on that roll. And you could roll 20 on that roll. It happened once in this campaign, the third edition version of this campaign. Okay, Delarice, you immediately recognize it is converting something into vibrational energy and therefore sound.
Okay.
And right now, whatever it's converting, there isn't very much of.
Mm.
And the presence of the drone doesn't seem to be modifying it much.
Is the drone able to pick up any sound from it?
There's like thin trace atmosphere in it. It's a high-pitched tone.
Can we map that as a wave?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like draw it on like on a graph generator essentially.
No, it's just whoop, generates it.
And it's essentially just a line.
Mm-hmm.
Because it more correctly, is it oscillating or is it a flat line?
It is oscillating, but at like a constant,
right,
within bounds.
So it's a sine wave.
Yeah.
Of some kind.
Mm-hmm. Josie, as the drone moves around to record it, you notice a slight change. The tone drops lower and the volume also gets lower. Like as the drone is moving, and then it goes back up. And the drone continues to move. It's not like when the drone is moving, it does it. It's like the drone is moving, and then for a moment, it like.
Is it based on like the location of where the drone is?
If you give some input to Yasmin to like move it, yeah, there are locations that modify it.
Oh, interesting.
When it's between the tunnel aperture and the sheet, it gets quieter and lower.
And you said there are a bunch of tunnels that are kind of coming into this area?
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly how many there are. Let's see.
I assume it's the main tunnel that is the one that's affecting the...
Yes. Oh, sorry. From this room, there's only one tunnel, and it leads deeper into the rock.
Got it. Like, anytime I see a long thing like this that modulates a frequency, my immediate thing is like a telescope of some kind, or not necessarily a telescope, but for sound as well, like basically taking information in and then dispersing it. No, dispersing was the wrong word. Displaying it.
Mm-hmm.
Can like kind of manipulate the tone in any way. Okay, what else can we kind of identify from here? Dealers, do you pick up anything else from that? Having kind of gotten a sense of like,
I'm not sure. I think sending the other drone in and maybe having them move in different ways about that little room to see how it affects that plate might give us a little more information. Like, I mean, it's between the tunnel and the plate. It gets lower.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Correct.
So I wonder, like, if we put one there and then we have the other drone kind of like move away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever request is made to move it around is being done. It's not a.
All right, so Drozy, tell me what you're doing, what you are instructing to do with the 2 drones.
Okay, so I want one drone to, face where we notice that the tone is getting lower.
Okay, so like position it.
Yeah, and then have the other drone kind of like move around to see if it's shifting.
Okay.
The vibration.
It does shift it. When one of them is between the opening and the plate, when the other one is right next to it, it gets even lower. And it doesn't change until it moves like a distance away from it.
Interesting. I wonder if does it look like this plate is covering an opening of some sort? Like it might be some type of door? No?
No.
And the plate is completely plain, right?
Correct. It's dull metal.
Is there a way to tell?
Go ahead.
Is there a way to glance at what kind of metal it is?
This is an unknown element. I apologize. I have no record of it.
Interesting.
What if this is like a musical instrument of the stars using the Okay, looking around the chamber, you said there are if there's there's drawings, there's writing, there's
It's all landscapes. There's no writings. It's just landscapes, and you see this 3-pointed star symbol that appears a couple of times. You also see a square plaque mounted on one wall. It's about 2 feet square. It shows an intricate geometric pattern made from thin strips of metal, but the metal is on edge. So it's not flat against the thing, it's pointing outwards.
Like a cookie cutter, essentially, but...
Yes. They are razor sharp. If you touched this thing, it would shred your hand.
So, real quick, Yasmin, how many drones do you have the capability of using?
4.
What if
Yeah.
You sent a third one in there and arranged the 3 drones in that little star shape.
Correction, I have 3 because one of them is in Indoglad's court as my basically the thing that ties me into the John's network, and it's also spying on the. But anyway, that's so I have 3.
Looking in, looking in.
Yeah,
looking out for.
Yeah. Hey, it's how we literally can phone home. So I can send a third one in. And how did you want me to manipulate them? Sorry.
If we put them in front of that little plate and arrange them like this little 3-pointed star that we see.
Yeah.
How close in front of it?
Let's play around with it. We'll start further away and go closer and see what happens.
Okay.
How big is the room? 30 feet diameter, you said?
Yeah, 30 feet sphere.
Let's do. I mean, let's do classic grid distance. Let's start with 10 feet, then 5 feet.
Okay. The pattern, the noise absolutely changes. Rosie, roll a perception check for me because you got that natty earlier. 14. It's the shadow.
Oh, the shadow that they're casting?
The only light coming into the chamber is coming from outside. And as they pass between that light and the plate, the noise gets quieter and a deeper pitch. And the more obscured it is, the less light is touching it, the lower and quieter it gets. It's converting light into vibration.
So it is literally a telescope.
Interesting.
Or more correctly, it is converting. I mean, actually, that is what a telescope is.
Okay.
Except instead of a mirror, it's a piece of metal that's. Hold on. If that's the case, is there a way for Gnosis to calculate if there are any stars that meet the... If we assume that the 3 prongs corresponds to luminosity, are there any stars that meet that information?
Unfortunately, astronomical information about this galaxy is still extremely limited. Once the facilities have been built in orbit of Perioth, we should be able to begin cataloging such things.
Okay.
I believe this is an intrinsic quality of this element. It is a fundamental property of this type of metal that it converts light into vibration based on analysis.
But then what do you do with that vibration? What does it become? It could be energy. We know that's possible. Not even like outside of the game, like being on Lacunas, they likely have solar panels that we can kind of take that information as being legitimate. So translating it into electricity is something that can be done. This does not seem to be that, right? Based on
your own technological knowledge and Drosie's like wicked double 20, it's not hooked up to anything. It's just in a frame on the wall. Okay. It's not connected to any transmogrifiers or anything like that.
This is the problem with being the technological mind is that the only things I can think of are all they all trend towards like, what do you do with that information and energy once you get it? Based on the fact though that there's like murals on the wall, right? Landscapes, right? It's possible that this is like thinking so deterministically, or sorry, thinking so like specifically on the scientific aspects of this might be the wrong direction. And for the first time, I don't have a trait like a lead on what that would be. I'm coming to realize that art is a portion of my education I've neglected. I will file that away from later.
Look at that sick mask you got. I'd say that's art. Or taste. You have taste. Woof. I guess, do you want to try to explore one of those tunnels?
Yeah.
Again, I messed up. There's only one tunnel from
Or
here. My bad.
The tunnel.
It's just a perfectly like cut out, smooth tunnel, right?
Mm-hmm.
That leads into this room with these.
There's
murals.
another spherical room beyond. So the thing that you move through, the gravity field, very quickly opens up into this sphere after a very short tunnel. And then there's another tunnel from here that goes deeper into the heart of the asteroid.
Okay. I will send one drone further then.
Upon entering this chamber, first off, this chamber does in fact have multiple exits. Let me figure out exactly how many. 4 total. 4 total.
Oh.
You want to imagine it like a 4-sided dice, in a way, with this thing in the middle. So there's 5 chambers, 1 on the outside, the central chamber, and 3 additional chambers, all in different directions towards the bottom. Inside this chamber, let me just go back to where I was. A metallic object hangs unsupported in the middle of this chamber. A large 3-pointed star, maybe 6 feet across, and it's just hanging there. As the drone gets closer, it zooms in. There is a tiny object hanging in space just beyond the tip of the 3-pointed star. It is a 3-pointed star. Upon further camera zoom enhancement, each of the 3-pointed stars, the tiny ones, or that tiny one has 3 more microscopic ones. And there is reason to believe that it fractally continues.
So like on each point, there is another.
It's floating just beyond the point is a smaller a tiny 3-pointed star. And each of those 3-pointed stars around their 3 points, they have tinier 3-pointed stars.
Got it. Okay.
And again, it probably proceeds fractally.
Is it the same material as the plate that was in the other room?
No.
Okay. And it is very obviously the same star that was on the landscapes.
Yes.
Okay. And this is a plain room otherwise.
I'm just looking through to confirm that. There is a large cabinet that resembles a metal wardrobe, some 10 feet tall. There is a 4-foot tall metal cabinet. There is a rack on the wall, which, because it's not closed, you can see, contains 3 delicately tapered wands made of silvery metal.
Okay.
There is a recessed drawer alongside it. Under the patina of space dust, the walls bear murals. These depict scenes from space, showing disk worlds, torus worlds, flat worlds, cubic worlds. These are the contents of this room.
Incredible. Do you have any leads for this room, Delarice, or should we explore the rest of the the 3 remaining?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. This is weird. It keeps getting weirder. Yeah, let's keep exploring. Maybe we can find stuff that links it together in the other rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There are 3 passages leading out of here. Because it's 3-dimensional, it's kind of tricky for me to describe, but they're all like down and away from it. So just go ahead and say, let's say that one of them is like, so if room 1 is here and room 2 is here, then one of the rooms is like forward from you and the other 2 would be off to the side. So which of the 3 do you want to explore first?
I guess let's just do the one that's forward.
All right. I have become completely lost. One moment, please.
This feels really alien to me, the player, which is good. It's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
This chamber is perfectly spherical with smooth metal surfaced walls. Hanging in the geometric center of the chamber is a strangely shaped saddle. I would like each of you to roll a science or medicine check. Delarice, this was designed to accommodate a creature with a different number of limbs than you.
Oh, interesting.
And it's, again, floating in the middle of the chamber, just completely still.
What does it look to be made out of?
A synthetic substance. Not metal, more similar to plastic or rubber.
You said there's metal on the walls.
Yeah, the walls, instead of just being like rough hewn from the asteroid or smooth hewn from the asteroid, which, by the way, burning or digging this much through solid nickel iron is not easy. Yeah, but the walls here are covered with metal.
Is it the same metal as in the entrance?
No, it's not the vibration metal. It's different.
There's no light source in here, is there?
There is no light source. The drones are using night vision effectively.
It was only the main room that had the light, right?
Yeah.
Correct. There's one piece of light vibrational metal.
I guess I could just send the drones to explore all 3 of them simultaneously, now that I think about it.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Well, you've explored one, so they would just have to explore the other 2.
Yeah, the other 2.
Okay. One of the rooms, we'll say the room on the right relatively, it's filled with, hold on, I need to look something up from earlier. A flexible metallicized material like metallicized mylar. Racks containing hundreds of tiny scrolls made out of this material. They're mounted on metal tubes. Or they're contained in metal tubes. Mounted on the wall opposite the tunnel is a box with a square piece of milky white crystal set into its front. And below the crystal is a circular hole, exactly the right size to accept one of the metal scroll containers.
Oh, jeez.
Sounds like a damn library.
Oh. And the box might be a reader for all those, almost like a, not a tin type, but like a
checkout system.
Yeah. Or like a reading system, like you put the scroll in and it reads or shows a picture or something like that.
And the last room?
Roll a perception check, please.
Is that the right? It is perception.
You got a 3,
Oh.
you got an 8.
Terrible.
Gonna use one of those 20s now.
As the drone enters, there is a large object in here made of a material that is not immediately discernible. It almost looks like a huge piece of tubing. It turns towards the drone. You see teeth for a moment, and you lose signal.
Uh-oh.
It appears that this place is still occupied.
By something for sure.
I'm analyzing that footage. Stand by.
But we didn't pick up any life signs from here, did we?
Correct, but that is likely a limitation of the iron nickel. This is very deep inside of it.
There's also no saying that that entity is a living creature the same way we are.
True.
Correct. Stand by.
Gnosis upscales the image, enhances because it can actually do that. And let's see. It is 50 feet long, 5 feet in diameter. And yeah, it's like a giant eel. Roll a Arcana check, nature check, and or science check, please.
21.
21, that's not bad.
It's the same as my science.
15.
15.
Intelligence and proficient, so it'll be the same no matter what.
You believe this is a type of dragon.
Oh boy, space dragons. Were people riding the space dragons? Is this what the saddle's for? The saddle way too small for it.
The saddle doesn't line up.
So maybe this dragon just kind of found this empty little home and used it.
Based on the dimensions of the place, if the fact that it's like that size, does it meet? Does it fit the? Okay, here's a little bit of extrapolation going to happen first. When you walk into a human house, they are designed by and for human hands, right?
Correct.
And for the most part, most things mostly work for most people. Does that same logic fit here for that entity?
No.
Okay.
This is a 0-limbed creature. The saddle you saw is the wrong size and it's designed for a 3-limbed creature.
Sorry, not the saddle. I mean the entire...
Yeah. No, I'm just giving that as an example. This creature does not match the scale or scope or design of this place. This place was not intended for that creature.
Okay. I'll send the second drone into one of the other drones
Mhm.
to see if it's like. I'll keep one hidden
Mhm.
just to like have a backup, but try and see if we can find a if it's gone exploring to see if there's more things here.
Mhm.
Basically, if it's been roused from its room.
Okay. As you move the drone back into the central area, you see the thing floating out of where it was into the central chamber.
Which we now have a better look at, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You now have a better look at it. Yeah, it has no arms or legs. It really is like an eel, but it has a draconic form. This is some kind of limbless space dragon.
You don't have to speak Draconic, do you?
Dang, I don't think that is one that I picked up.
Put a note for Gnosis. Can you take a note that we should update your translation libraries with the languages of Pyrespace?
I am equipped with all the languages of Lacunas, including Draconic, due to the presence of Yulhar for over 200 years.
I have forgotten about that. It's still a thing to note because there are things on Pyrespace that, or within Pyrespace that I believe probably doesn't exist on Lacunas, but
correct.
Something to account for.
Elves are not found in Lacunas, nor do we have any records of elvish existence predating the disaster.
If I give you control of, or can you help me draw a glyph in Draconic so that it perhaps get attention of this creature?
Yes.
And I will pilot the drone to do that to see if we can roughly communicate.
It eats the second drone.
That's fair.
Oh no.
What do we want to do?
Oh, good question.
This thing does not seem to be belonging to this place, or didn't make it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Now that it's out of the place that it was in, it's been. Is it going back to it?
No. You still have two drones left. You still have one drone left that's like keeping an eye on it.
Yeah. I'd like to try and sneak the drone into that room now that it's gone.
Okay. I'm going to roll a perception check here. Fly casual. I thought I said /r space 1d20. Let's try that again.
I mean, you rolled a 19 for me.
Oh, yeah. It just now loaded. The Drake has noticed the drone.
But it realizes the other one's tasted funny, so it's not going to eat this one, right?
Roll a nature or animal handling check, please.
You can do that if you want. As you say that, I'm gonna note to self: put poison on the limbs of the thing now, so I can.
It is very hungry and does not care.
Oh
There's no nutrition in this thing.
It is not very intelligent either.
Why isn't it eating the stars then?
That is a good question.
Probably because they
Because
aren't
the stars
moving.
don't move. The drone moves, therefore it's
The
prey.
dragon's probably one of those ones that even with the starving, it's picky.
Does the Drake outspeed it?
How fast does your drone move?
It flies 40 feet around.
You can actually outspeed it.
Okay.
Where will you go?
I don't estimate that this creature can inflict serious damage. However, depending on its breath weapon capabilities and jaw strength, it may be able to inflict damage on sensitive exterior systems.
Is it worth it to keep looking through here? Or do we argue that this is not part of the mission that we came to accomplish? Because once we get the printer up and running with the drive, I don't mind rebuilding the drones will not be that big a deal. So if we're looking for more
Yeah.
information, I can outrace this thing for now.
Probably a better idea. Yeah, it's probably a good idea to get out.
Should I arm plasma cannons?
Oh yeah. If the
Yeah.
Drake tries to eat it, yeah, it flies out, yeah.
Armed.
We should probably think about getting the hell out of here for now.
The Drake comes flying out, almost like that scene from that one movie with the spaceships and the space slug and the asteroid and the all that. It comes flying out, except this time the plasma cannons flare and half of it evaporates.
Wait, half of the Drake evaporates?
They just like,
Oh. Well, I guess we could keep exploring here. Well,
I have no frame of reference for what could happen for like what the information. This is the tough thing. Every other place we've been to, there's been a frame of reference to like make assumptions about. We don't have
That's just
anything to go
weird.
off of to like make those assumptions, right? Because of how alien this entity is. And I don't mean the Drake, I mean the nickel
the literal alien.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could get to mining and kind of discuss it and figure out if we want to continue exploring this.
there's only one chamber that you know of that hasn't been observed, and it's the one that the space Drake came out of.
I mean, we still have one drone left.
We could
We
take
can
a
just
look.
send it through again.
I guess I'm not so worried about space drakes anymore. Because if there's another one in there, I mean, seems like we can take care of it.
Do we have any other right now? The only expert we have on like correction, the only expert I know of on board about peoples and like cultures and stuff is De La Reese. Do we have any other experts on board?
I wonder if Hulwin would know anything because she's traveled pretty extensively, right?
Yes, but most of her travels haven't been through space. They've been through the astral, the outer planes, places where there are souls to fight over, that kind of stuff. Weird and desolate emptiness, not so much.
Because we just need like something to like leap off of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like this repeating star pattern has some importance. Otherwise, it would not be repeated so many times. But like if you asked me what is the most important thing about like standing on a stage, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I have no reference for what is important when you're looking at that. Like it's like walking into a theater, seeing chairs everywhere, but having no idea what sitting is.
Right.
It's like, okay, clearly this means something and is important, but what? Like if I didn't know what sitting was like at all, and I walked into a theater, I'd be like, oh, there's some sort of like ritualistic patterning that's going on here, right? Like
They're
the
tank
fractal
traps
nature.
to prevent enemy vehicles from entering.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, thinking even more abstract than that, chairs technically are a repeating pattern. It's like, oh, they really love the mathematical notation of like checker patterns or something. Imagine you walk into a theater where there's like plaid on the seats, and it's that constantly repeating pattern. Like, wow, they really like patterns on patterns.
This must be very meaningful. This must have deep cultural significance.
Exactly, right?
Hey, if my lights go off or my camera falls over, there are so many cats under my monitor right now, and they're trying to climb on my ring light. It's the two Siamese, and they're nothing but trouble.
Me the kitty. Oh.
What do you have
They
to say for
look
your
like they're
crimes?
trouble.
What do you have to say for your crimes? Nothing?
Oh my god.
All this time? Every time I pick you up, you squeak, and now nothing? Fine. Be camera shy.
I will not perform on command.
I am
Because
not
I
your
said-
performing monkey.
I said to do it, therefore it's not happening.
You just tell a cat what to do.
Yeah.
That cat has a sense of drama for sure.
His brother is still a mogus.
No.
I'll grab him if he comes out enough for me to do so without knocking over my entire monitor.
Grab the cat.
Could
Grab
I
the
make
cat.
could I make an intelligence check
Mm-hmm.
to try and get, because of the fractally repeating star pattern,
Mm-hmm.
could I try and get a hint of, okay, I have stared at ever increasing complexity mathematically
Mhm.
over the last month, going from the steampunk age into rapid. I am now captain commander of an interstellar ship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and give myself a second to just like zone out and try and absorb. Have you ever, like, whenever you like looking at a cloud in the middle of a day and like letting your brain jump to a conclusion without actively
Mhm.
thinking? Could I make an intelligence check to try and do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Stop jumping on my green screen. Okay. Let me see how much a 21 would get for you. Nope, nothing. 21 is not high enough.
That's fair. And sometimes it's just a cloud. Do we have access to that last room now?
Yes, you do. As the drone flies down there, you see a much smaller, 10 feet long, of the same creature. It's sleeping and its eyes are clearly not functional.
Oh, it's a baby. Can
You-
we adopt this face tree?
I have no information about this life form at all. It should be possible for us to acquire it. However, we would then need to collaborate on keeping it alive in homeostasis and preventing it from causing damage. We would also need to select an appropriate area of the ship for habitation. Unfortunately, my cryo-freezing facilities are not sufficient to preserve a specimen of this size for later study.
What area of the ship can we sacrifice?
Well, let's take a look. Yep. All right. Well, storage is the most obvious. Like area 11. Yeah, I mean you could put it in area 11. There are doors there, so it would technically be sealed in there, but it would be sealed in with like all the cargo. The alternative would be to move the wheeled vehicle that is in area 10, no, area 17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, but it can probably fly when it's an adult, and there's a hole there. It can move between decks.
Yeah.
Okay,
How much cargo is there? Can we move the cargo?
Oh yeah, you can move the cargo. You have space
elsewhere?
left. The problem is 11 is the most spacious room. And again, it's 10 feet long. You have no idea how old it is, what its energy needs are, like anything about its biology. So you ideally you want a contained room, a room that can be like sealed in some capacity.
What's 2?
Area 2, stand by. Also, area 14? one of those. It's on the the middle.
Oh,
that
yeah.
might be designed for biological containment. I'll have to give me one sec.
I mean, it's called an isolation cell.
Yeah, I think that might be designed for biological containment. It
Let's
will
do it.
barely fit, but it'll fit. It's only 10 feet long, and that's about a 10-foot room. So, and it can curl up and stuff, right? So, theoretically, the problem will be transporting it without, it eating anyone.
True.
I can see it. Therefore, I can analyze its weakness. If you're dead set on bringing it, let's see if sleep will be sufficient in
Oh, yeah.
luring it into 11, putting it to sleep, then putting it in the isolation cell is like the best chance we have of making that work.
Okay, give me that check.
By the way, this is only condonable for space dragons, not for real
18.
pets. Make sure you know all the information before you get a real pet.
Is there a
Oh,
CR-18 creature in front of us?
Wild animals are meant to remain wild. All falcons are technically the property of the U.S. government.
But in terms of space drakes, yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
It is not immune to magical sleep. I'm going to check to see if Hulwyn can cast sleep, because she doesn't need a spacesuit, because otherwise one of you or Medwithin is going to need to go in a spacesuit.
Oh, I was thinking we could lure it into 11 with the drone and then cast sleep while it's in there.
Like a cat with a
worst
laser
case
pointer.
scenario.
All right, you need to secure cargo, move it off of the loading dock and all that stuff, but that is and vent atmosphere, but that is theoretically possible.
Hulwyn has both charm and hold monster. Are drakes considered that, or are they considered beasts?
Monster. They're a type of dragon. Their type is dragon.
So she has spells that would work on it. Which is more efficient, I guess, is the question.
Without its parent, the child is likely to die. If it's just an animal, we can't leave it like this. It didn't deserve this.
Agreed.
I have a plan.
And the plan is?
And Hulwyn turns into a ball of light and leaves the ship.
Yeah.
Thanks for the communication. Love the way you communicate.
I mean, she is chaotic.
She flies all the way there, pauses, and then flies all the way back.
It occurs to me that if I polymorph it into a beast, it will die because animals can't live in space.
Oh, yeah, no.
By the way, did she go into the tunnel when she before she came back?
Yes.
Did that have a meaningful effect on the internal system?
Oh, good question.
Of the place?
Yeah.
She didn't touch anything, and it didn't react in any way.
Okay. Because she is light, so that's the only reason why I was asking.
Oh, well, she shines light, so the metal plate, yeah, it would have gotten louder and higher pitched with the presence of more light.
I have a new plan.
Let us know what the plan is before you execute. Maybe we will be able to
roll persuasion
give
check.
ideas and what's
Maybe
that?
we could actually
Roll persuasion check.
Yeah, let us help you. Jeez.
I'm gonna give a
No.
hand on this. We're a team.
Okay. I will use Charm Monster to persuade it to follow me.
Oh.
It's capable of surviving and traveling through space. Ready an area for it. I will persuade it not to attack and lead it to its new facility.
Man, if you had asked like 30 seconds ago, that's the plan I was going to suggest.
That's a good plan.
I know.
I'm the only one who can move fast under these circumstances. I didn't want to wait.
We're a team.
You were about to polymorph into something that would kill yourself, but you know.
Oh, no. I was going to polymorph the Drake into something I could easily carry.
Oh, I see.
Oh
Nonetheless,
my
it would have
god, a
still
little
ended.
polymorphed space drake cat.
Like a slug or a cat or a mouse, something along those lines.
If she polymorphed it into something else, how long does that last?
Like an hour?
Also, polymorph, just if you die in polymorph, it just sends you back to your normal form, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you have an angry space lizard try to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the Charm Monster plan is the one that we go
Oh my
with.
god. Is there a way to permanently polymorph?
There might be a higher level spell that does it. Why?
Just for ease of carrying around a giant dragon with us.
Just pocket dragon.
What are the ethics of permanently changing someone's species?
Well,
I mean,
ask
after
Kara.
killing its parent, in order for it
Without
to
its
continue survival.
information or without its consent.
Yeah, ask Kara. She can answer that question.
Oh, woof. Woof.
Again, Yasmin doesn't care. This is a LaFon question. The ends always justify the means.
All right. So you have a couple of options. You can pull the atmosphere, not like vent it into space, but like pull it into reserve tanks in area 11 and open that up and then bring the Drake in through there. And it'll just have to pass through the science lab. Or you can do the same with area 17, the vehicle bay, and bring it through the workshop.
Bring it through 11. Let's bring it through 11. Have her polymorph it into something small that we can manhandle once it's in atmosphere.
We have 4 onboard drones?
Yes.
I did not realize that.
They're much more expensive than yours.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
But they have much more sophisticated sensors and such on them.
How fast can they move?
I never finished looking that up. I got distracted.
No, that's all good.
I got distracted because you solved my problem about which rooms were the science rooms without me having to Google it or without me having to pull up the PDF. So,
Oh, kitty. So adorable.
she's
So
watching
tiny.
me sort through my folders and stuff. She thinks it's fascinating.
Oh my god, she's so darling. Oh, she's got little spots on her legs too. On
Yeah.
her back legs. That's adorable.
She does. Hi, Bean. What's up? I love you too.
Oh my god.
Is 18 habitable?
Oh.
The vault, that's for storing, that's like a secure room for storing high value objects.
But if there's nothing in there right now, it is also bigger.
Oh.
Okay, but you will lose your secure storage.
I mean, why have secure storage if you can't put a space dragon in it?
I mean, we can always. I think for the moment, like it's safer to move it through 17 into 18. Therefore, we don't destroy any like delicate equipment in the science or workshop, science lab or workshop, or the medical bay, which is probably a bigger thing. Plus, we can always move it out of 18 if we need to.
There are 3 reinforced and secured rooms along either side of the vehicle bay. These vaults are used for a variety of storage purposes, depending on the current needs of the ship. They can hold general supplies, survey samples, valuable cargo, or even additional crew, guests, or prisoners. That
Wow,
counts.
that last one, the last one
Yes.
sounds very,
Yeah,
sounds very apropos.
that counts.
We're-
Yes.
We're holding a guest.
Forever.
Besides,
Okay.
there's still other rooms. We're not using all the vaults for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what I was like. My argument just went out the door. It just went out the vault into space. Bean. You want to come up? Nope. She's just gonna sit there staring at me with them big ol' eyes. Oh, here we come. Hi, Bean.
Oh my god.
All right.
What a cutie.
So all that's required is for Hulwyn to go charm it, but that doesn't mind control it, so she still has to convince it to follow her.
If she does that, can we talk through the drone and add our persuasion?
I mean, it's probably starving. The easiest way to do it is like just have her like charm the monster, then have it like food.
So
Oh, she can't
Yasmin,
hold it. She's in a ball of light.
with your analysis, you have determined that, like many dragons, this can eat just about anything. It actually did derive nutritional value from your drones.
Oh, wild.
Which means that could present a problem. Now, the reinforced vault is probably going to be secure. It probably can't chew its way through that. And meat or living material absolutely would have more nutritional value for it, but it's probably been eating asteroid for a long time. It's starving, but it's not dead.
So we can keep feeding it asteroid or bits of stuff. Make sure you feed your space dragon a well-balanced diet.
How quickly do dragons grow?
That is a good question. It often takes them years.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Gnosis would absolutely have that information on file. And Medwithin would know that as well, probably. Yeah, it takes them years to grow, in most cases. Like, they don't reach adulthood until, I don't know, 50 years old. I have to pull up my copy of the Draconomicon, which is around here somewhere.
As long as it's not going to, like, if we feed it, like, instantly have its metabolism, like, a kickstart, and it, like, makes up for lost time.
Don't feed it after midnight.
No, that should not be an issue. Based on your knowledge, that should not be an issue.
Hmm.
This is also a form of dragon that has not been seen elsewhere in Pyrespace or Lacunas, right?
Correct. And it doesn't seem to be what's referred to as a true dragon.
Right.
It's more like a wyvern, which is a type of dragon, but it's not the kind that, like, goes through 12 age categories, can cast spells, transform, shapeshift into a humanoid form, all that stuff. But based on your analysis, it's years.
Okay.
Would you like to go through with this plan?
Yes.
Then join us next time when our heroes attempt to capture a baby space drake and bring it on their ship. What could possibly go wrong? We'll see all of you next time on Coriander Society Adventures.